Mystery of Valdai.
Vladimir Putin's morning began with alarming news. Another routine morning checkup of children in Valdai discovered that one kid was missing. The FSB officers interrogated the rest of the children and started a search operation. A few hours later, the child was found in the forest near Valdai Lake. Also, FSB officers, supervising medical personnel in Valdai, reported to Vladimir Putin the suspicions about certain Sokolov Valery Anatolyevich, who took pictures of official documents with his mobile phone. During the detention and inspection of his personal belongings, they found information directly related to the activities of the secret laboratory. During the interrogation, they confirmed that Sokolov planned to sell data on the experiments carried out to rejuvenate Vladimir Putin on the territory of the residents to mass media. Sokolov Valery Anatolyevich was born on October 22, 1967 in Moscow. In 1995, he graduated from the Moscow Medical Academy named after Sechenov. In 1999, he completed an internship in the specialty of anesthesiology and resuscitation in Germany. From 2000 to 2007, he worked as an anesthesiologist resuscitator of the Department of Anesthesiology and Resuscitation. Since 2008, he has been actively collaborating with the FSB. Vladimir Putin was furious at what he heard and soon ordered filtration measures of the residence's staff. During searching of personal belongings and polygraph interrogation, the FSB officers succeeded to establish the involvement of some personnel of the residence in the incident. The suspicious group, including Sokolov's accomplices, was allocated. Soon they disappeared without a trace. In his daily report to Vladimir Putin, Vladimir Mikhailovich Barkov, who oversees the medical personnel, informs that after the filtration by the FSB, the remaining number of laboratory specialists is insufficient for further activities. Barkov Vladimir Mikhailovich was born on October 16, 1951, in the city of Moscow. In 1976, he graduated from the medical faculty of the Moscow Medical Institute named after Sechenov. In 1979, after graduating from clinical residency in surgery and postgraduate studies at the All-Russian Research Institute of Clinical and Experimental Surgery, Ministry of Health of the USSR, he worked as a researcher. He trained in the field of transplant medicine in clinics of Spain and the USA. In February 1994, he was one of the surgeons who performed the first orthotopic transplantation in Russia. In 2005, Barkov Vladimir Mikhailovich was awarded the academic title of professor in the specialty Transplantology and Artificial Organs. Since 2010, he has a close relationship with Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin understands that the termination of procedures for his recovery and rejuvenation can be fatal for him. And despite the incident, Vladimir Putin sets the task for Vladimir Barkov and Andrei Chernov, the curator from the FSB, to select new specialists. Chernov Andrei Viktorovich was born on August 9, 1973 in Moscow. In 1998, he graduated from the Academy of the Federal Security Service of the Russian Federation. He joined FSB in 1999. In 2002, he reached the position of Deputy Head of the Information Security Unit. In 2010, he was appointed Deputy Head of the Internal Security Division. In 2018, he achieves the position of Director of the Internal Security Department of the FSB in the Novgorod Regional Division. On the recommendation of Nikolai Patrushev, he was appointed a head of the security of the residence in Valdai. Having selected the staff, Vladimir Putin decides to put his elder daughter Maria Vorontsova in charge of the project. Maria Vladimirovna Vorontsova was born on April 28, 1985 in Leningrad. Russian pediatric endocrinologist, candidate of medical sciences, associate professor of the Department of Internal Medicine of the Faculty of Fundamental Medicine of Moscow State University, member of the Academic Council of Moscow State University. Maria Vorontsova studied biology at St. Petersburg State University and also graduated from the Medical Faculty of Moscow State University in 2011. Between 2013 and 2015, she co-authored 5 scientific researches, including one article, "The State of the Antioxidant System of the Blood of Patients with Acromegaly." Daughter of Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, seeing the prospects in the medical and experimental activities of his daughter, initiates large-scale financial investments in the Institute of Pediatric Endocrinology, which is beginning to use the latest innovative technologies. One of them is CRISPR.
Я прошу правительство организовать финансирование этого проекта, и придется сделать это за счет средств федерального бюджета.
CRISPR technology allows to edit DNA fragments, and is also able to save a person from genetic, and most importantly, oncological diseases, using short palindromic repeats, regularly arranged groups of special bacterial loci, consisting of direct repeating sequences borrowed from foreign genetic elements, with which encounters RNA, providing a form of acquired immunity. In the medical environment of Vladimir Putin, it is Maria Vorontsova who is an advisor on genetic engineering and the use of CRISPR. Maria oversees a group of leading Russian geneticists who work on editing human DNA. Their main task is the treatment of senile diseases. However, being wary of applying not fully proven technologies to himself, Vladimir Putin issues the order to conduct the necessary experiments of CRISPR technology on wounded Russian servicemen, as well as Wagner PMC fighters under the guise of their treatment. To solve this extraordinary task, Maria Vorontsova receives multi-billion subsidies and all sorts of preferences. As a co-owner of Nomeco, Russia's largest genetic research project, annually funded by more than $50 billion by Vladimir Putin, she has endless opportunities to achieve the positive results that are so important to Vladimir Putin. Nomeco is a medical company where Maria Vorontsova is a member of the board of directors. The key areas of the company are the development and certification of new diagnostic and treatment methods, in particular, in the field of nuclear medicine. Conducting research and introducing advanced technologies in endocrinology and genetics into clinical practice of medical institutions. Expecting the report on the results of the experiments carried out on wounded Russian servicemen and Wagner PMC fighters, Vladimir Vladimirovich asks Andrei Chernov to contact Sergei Aksionov, the head of the Crimean government, and bring Vladimir Putin's new order on the transfer of children from children's camps in the Crimea to a newly established youth's health camp, Adventure, which is located on the territory of the Novgorod region near the Valdai residence, which, in turn, will help reduce the time needed to search for histocompatible children with Vladimir Putin. Aksionov, in his turn, was dissatisfied with the order of Vladimir Vladimirovich. The camps bring him considerable additional income, But it is dangerous to contradict Vladimir Putin, because those who act in this way die under strange circumstances. Maria Vorontsova, having become the head of the Valdai project, and after a series of successful experiments with the participation of Russian military personnel, suggests to conduct additional tests on one of Vladimir Putin's doubles. Fearing for his life, Vladimir Vladimirovich agrees to this proposal. To conduct a surgery using CRISPR technology on one of Vladimir Putin's doubles, Maria Vorontsova was taken by a presidential helicopter to the territory of the Valdai residence. Already on the territory, she was met by Andrei Chernov and Vladimir Barkov. First of all, Maria Vorontsova was introduced to the staff of the residence as the new project manager. After reading the personal files of the medical staff of the laboratory, Maria Vorontsova singled out a number of employees who would be directly involved in the use of the new technology. The remaining specialists will continue to develop work with cells of children, planned to be delivered from the Crimea.
Вот генная инженерия, которая, безусловно, даст нам потрясающие возможности в области фармакологии, новых лекарств, изменение человеческого кода, если человек страдает генетическими заболеваниями. Замечательно, ведь это так хорошо.
Закрой глаза скорее, кто-то ходит за окном и стучится в двери. Дили-дили-бом, кричит ночная птица, он уже пробрался